Hello, my sunflowers. How are you? Well, I hope you had a glorious day. But with no further ado, I want to read on Kevin Hart.
Yes.
He's been in the news. He's not poor by no stretch of the imagination. So it isn't about that. But it just seems like he's just been going through. And I guess what I want to know, has his popularity diminished?
Oh, I like
Not
that.
saying that he doesn't have a lot of people, but has his popularity diminished?
Yes.
Along with some of his business he invested in, a lot of things. He's been just going through a lot. I mean, he was going through cheating scandal with his husband. With his wife. He was going through businesses, losing businesses. Yeah. He's going through this thing about Netflix and stuff. What do I think about Kevin Hart? I never really found him funny. And those kind of movies, I don't watch them. Only because many, many years ago, a friend of mine that was Jewish said, I love watching those kind of movies. And I said, why? He said, because they are so ridiculous. And I guess that's the point. Yes. But I felt embarrassed in a sense. And I never watched those kind of movies like that. That, the slapstick kind of comedy. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
So anyway, let's see what's going on in the world of Kevin Hart. Let's see what's going on with his mental.
Yes. He just recently has begun a tour or is getting ready to start a tour.
And what is the name of the tour?
What Now?
When I look at this card, this 3 came out. And it just seemed like that's what it is. What now? Like, he's doing tours, he even doing small venues. I believe it's because I read where he practiced what he does. But Kevin Hart haven't been out there in the media as far as I know. Maybe he has, I don't know. But you said, what was the name of it?
What Now?
What Now? And that's what it's like he's doing. He's looking out and seeing what now. Has all of this Diddy stuff, has it played an effect with him? I want to know. I see that he's still working at his career, definitely working at it. Definitely, he's still making money. He's definitely working at something. He's got his eyes on the prize. He is working. What do you think, baby?
Yes, most definitely.
He's moving forward. He's not letting nothing hold him back. So whether it's small venues, big venues, no matter what, he's up to it. Also, in the future, I see trouble for him. A feeling it could be a divorce or a separation. Or maybe I see a loss. Where one hand he's working and working and working to try to keep everything afloat. But I see some kind of loss coming for him. I really do. I don't know what it is yet. I don't know. But I do see there is a loss coming. I really do. Yeah. Baby Crone, you have a question?
Yes, my question is, how is his tour going to pan out? How is his tour?
Yeah, that's a good question, Baby Crone. I like to go to the middle for stuff like this. Yeah. I think he's the emperor. It sounds to me like, he's on top of things. He, at the end of the day, people that's going to pay tickets are going to be your loyal fans.
That's true.
So if he measure up, he's giving them his best. He's coming in strong and confident. He's not letting none of this stuff that's happening around him below what he's trying to do. You have another one. How is his home life?
That's a good one.
Strength. So when I see strength, that means they're struggling. Because you don't need strength. What do you need strength for? You need strength when you're struggling. When you're struggling. Is he still out there and being mischievous?
That's a good one.
I think that right now the cards are showing that he's in hibernation in a sense, like not being in front of the media, not living a life out in the media, like, everywhere you turned around. But ever since the Diddy thing and all of this, he's gone like undercover.
Yes.
I'm sure he's doing shows and things like that, but you don't hear him like you used to.
Mhm.
I mean, he had so much, so he lost so much, but he's still a wealthy man.
Yes.
So is his wife happy with him? I just got to do it this way, guys. Is his wife happy with him? I got to go. I'm doing this bottom card. No, they got problems in their marriage. First, the strength showed up. Now sorrowfulness. It looks like there is trouble in paradise.
And that's the second 5 because we had the 5 of Pentacles.
1, 2. Oh, 1, 2.
Those are the only 2 5s.
Oh, okay. What you talking about?
Just talking about how the 5 of Cups represents a loss,
right?
But also moving forward.
And then I see trouble. I see trouble in paradise, and I can tell you what it is. It's very emotional. It's money, and it's about communication. I really feel as though it's a lot of communication because I just see a lot of yellow, and yellow just lets me know that their frequency is off.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I see. And when I don't see a lot of yellow, then I see a lot of gray, where things are murky. They're not as clear in their marriage as you think, but maybe things are clear up. Do he love his wife?
Okay, that's a good question.
Do he love his wife?
Yes, dig for that card.
It's a
well, there goes another 5.
If I were a betting man or a betting woman, I would say trouble done came in the camp, and I think they got a lot of problems. And sometimes you can love a person, but you don't like them at that moment.
That's true.
You know, you could love them to death, but right at that moment, you don't love them no more. So I'm thinking maybe they are just at a place where they're not, and of course, he's on the road. He has been known to be a cheater. Has he given up his cheating ways? So with the sword, it's always like whatever the thing that you got in trouble for, you're slaying for it. But in this case, it's next to a 5. It just seems like I'm going to be me.
Yeah.
What do you see it as?
Because with the 10,
with the 5, what do you see?
With the 10 symbolizing the ending and the starting of a new cycle.
Right.
We met with that new cycle as at a friction card. So that feels like it's just another hiccup along
like
the
here,
road.
even above it. Mm-hmm. It's like I'm working through it. I'm just doing what I got to do. I'm on the road. And I think it's insecurity when it comes down to his wife. I think it's a lot of friction. And do I think he's out there? I could say this. Maybe not as flamboyant as he was.
Okay, fair enough.
More on the undercover, more careful. Maybe he may see some everything I say is allegedly. I don't know this man. I tell you what I do. I'll pick another card.
Yes.
And then I'll give you my opinion. I'll pick a card. I don't know. I said first. This is judgment. So
says it all.
When I think what do you think, baby Crone?
When I see it in terms of the situation with Kevin Hart and his relationship,
it still lines up with the 10 in a sense.
Yeah, judgment as in being judged. You know, has he right his wrongs? Maybe if you could say, has he tried to put some effort into making change or growing? And it seems like he has still fallen short and maybe falling into
and also I see for me that red flag is standing up. So there's a lot of passion and it shows. I just think that he's a type of person that maybe run from his problems, and maybe he may run into the arms of another woman, but I just see that his marriage is not as strong. And I think when it's not strong and you're out there and you're traveling, it's easy to fall into something, not making up no excuses for him at all. You know, I personally wouldn't want to be with a cheater at all. No. But you know what? You know, that's what happens when you marry fame and money.
That's true.
You married him. Would you have married him if he wasn't famous and he was just somebody that was the postman, you know. Here I definitely see him moving on.
Oh, okay.
I see him moving on. What do you see, baby Crone?
Yeah, with the Eight of Wands.
I just think they have been struggling in their marriage. You know, I don't like to say that marriages give up, but I can say maybe they just trying new things. Maybe they are talking about it. I don't like to say it's over because it ain't over till it's over. I just think that they have definitely had problems in their marriage. I think it's a trust factor. I also think that they lack communication. I think that Kevin Hart can be very strong. I think he's a type of man, from what I see, he's a man of not for a whole lot of arguing. He's just going to go and do what he got to do. He's like untamed like that. You know what I mean? You know how you have some men that's all he just doesn't seem that type. Just seems like he just go walk about, find something to do, be gone, and let you stew for yourself. That's the impression that I get of.
He's a Cancer.
And those Cancer, that's what I'm saying. I just don't see him arguing and screaming, and I just don't see that. And because he is, even if he is out there, he is protecting his wife and family. Go ahead.
Yes, his moon sign is the Sagittarius.
It's in his nature.
Free spirit.
There's that free spirit. And you see this Taurus on that chair. He's very strong. He is, what is Kevin Hart? He's a Sagittarius, right?
No, he is a Cancer.
That's right. He's a Cancer. So he believes in family and home. But as him being the money maker, I think ego and pride and power, it's just power and the women. And I think he just got a taste for the tenderonis, a tender fruit. I really do. Yep. And I think that his wife, she's with him, right? So she knows what it is. And sometimes you just shut up and bear, right?
That's true.
You pretend that you got a happy home, right? You want the lifestyle, then you just try to deal with it. And I'm sure he has a prenup. Do he have a prenup? You looking at me? Yes. I believe he have a prenup. I believe he has a prenup. And I believe that he wants his marriage because he likes that, what is it? That security.
Okay.
No matter where you at on the road, you got that security. You understand?
Yeah.
And I think it's that. But all at the same time, his mental. He's just, is he still the funny man? I think he's gotten serious. I think he's gotten serious because it's business. His name been tied up. His life, all of their lives has been altered, you know, from the Diddy. And I think that he's funny, but he's not the funny man like what he was. I think he's dealing with business right now. I think he's setting things in order. I think that's what he's doing. But is he laughing? It's just a fun time for him. Again, I see all these strong people around him. I see a lot of strong people. Wow, I see an emperor. I see the hermit. I see the queen of swords, the pentacle of swords. I see strength, and I see the queen. So there's a lot of energy going on around him.
Yep, and judgment.
Excuse me.
It's a major arcana.
Oh, yes. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 major arcanas.
Yeah.
As far as as what they call them, club cards. That's 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
3.
3.
So there's a lot of influences. So I see a lot of cooler heads. I hear that he's talking, maybe getting counseling. Maybe I just see him getting advice.
Okay.
Because of what that yellow is again.
The yellow?
Yellow. I just said the meaning of it.
Oh, that it represents frequency.
Yeah. Well, it just represents that it's a lot of communication. A lot of things are going on. A lot of people having a lot of things to say. But I also see that blue that let me know cooler heads prevail. So it can let me know that he's talking, even here with the Father Time, the Hermit. I even see just cooler heads listening to people to tell them what to do. What's the right steps to make? What is the cooler heads are prevailing in this? Now, my last thing, is he listening?
That's a good one.
I see tonight he's standing still when it comes about his money and when it comes about his business. Yes, he is listening. This is not funny time. No, he is definitely listening to what the powers have to say to him about his career. He is listening. Even his friends, he is listening. He feels as though he'd have made some mistakes. He overly spent. He invested in things that he shouldn't have, that were just bad moves. And he's looking at it as a loss, but he's a businessman. And when you're a businessman, you just take chances on businesses. That's just what you do. And if you're going to play in the money, I don't care from Jay-Z to what's his name, whatever, from T.I. You're a business person. You're in business. Your money sitting in the bank ain't going to do you no good, but you're going to wind up eating it up or buying it up. So you invest in business to keep that money flow coming. Mm-hmm. And so I definitely see he's serious about that. He is a serious businessman. As far, I said this was my last, but when it come down to his comedic, when it come down to it, because I never felt that he was funny, but when it comes down to it, do the people find him funny? Yes. Yes. What was this? Yes.
That's actually interesting.
Yes, people still find him funny. People still find him funny.
Well, that's good.
Do he still have a massive audience like he had, where he can pack out 10,000, 15,000, 2,000 people? I mean, not 2,000, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000. Can he still do that?
Mm-hmm. Yes, pull that on that.
Can he still, do he still have that? I'm going to get this.
Okay.
It's debatable. It's debatable.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, it's something he thinks about. It's debatable. So let me ask it in another way.
Okay.
Can he still pack them in? Can he still pack in an audience of 20,000 to pay the tickets to go see him?
Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
If it's promoted right.
Yep.
If it's promoted right, he hasn't lost his spark. I never thought he was funny. I was hoping that the devil or something was going to show up. But that just goes to show, no, he can pack it in. It would have to be new material.
Yeah.
And he's probably out there on the road right now practicing. That's probably why he's doing small venues, to practice what he's doing. But has this, I'm looking at the card. This is it. Has his comedic life interfered with his marriage?
Ooh.
Yes.
Ah.
Yes, because this card is about selfishness or self-indulgence.
Yes.
And not being able to give because you're so busy hiding or hoarding. So, yes, this has affected his marriage. The traveling, the making the money, you know, all of that. You know, what is it to have all the money in the world and your man is gone? So, but he's got to make the money. She's got to be home with the kids. You have another question?
I'm trying to think. I want to ask something about their relationship.
What would you like to know? Is their sexual life still hot?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I went there. Why not?
Is that the family legacy?
It just seems, it seems like business is in the way.
Oh.
It seems like wealth, money, prestige, time. It just seems cluttered. That they don't really have enough intimate time. Not saying they're not intimate, but I just see it's clouded and murky. Too many around, kids, dogs, pets, you know, tinsel paper, just a lot of stuff. Because remember, there's a lot of people in this life. A lot of powerful people that's in his life, in his ear. Mm-hmm. And so I think that maybe it does affect it. You know, you're working hard when you come home or out on the road, you know, he's practicing new material. So with this being said, overall, I think that his mental, let me just do it. I think he loves what he do.
Ooh, I like that.
He put his heart in it. And I think he wants to deal with Netflix. And I think he's out there practicing his material because that will put him back in the public's eye. And also away from the negative talk that he's been under. Yeah. And so overall, I think things going to turn around for him. This is it. Because he's in a negative, in a sense. Well, I think rushing in, dashing in is irresponsible. I still think he has some lessons to learn.
Okay.
I still think he has some lessons to learn. I want to stop picking cards, but I do think he has a lesson to learn. And maybe not to act so spontaneously, or not to be so quick to buy, or maybe look in things a little bit more deeper, or get people around you can trust, because he is a businessman. And he is, and all of this, his comedic, his buying businesses, and in a sense to lose all of them, those vegan restaurants, that had to be humiliating. A lot of things, but he's not in no bankruptcy. He's just on the down low. Still working his magic, but he's out of the public's eye. He's not in the public eye like he was. So with that being said, that's all I have to say about Kevin Hart. I wish him well, whatever he do. But most of all, Kevin, stay out of trouble. And with that being said, you know what we say. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you have a comment, please leave it down below. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We could really, really use your subscription.
Yeah.
Subscription. Thank you. Thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
Sunflowers. Again. Sunflowers.